I am right here at Universal Studios, Hollywood, California, and as you can see, Halloween Horror Nights has taken over Universal Studios. Get ready for an in-depth look at Halloween Horror Nights. What do you like the most about Halloween Horror Nights?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's my first time here and I'm really excited.
Now, one of the great things about Universal Studios Hollywood is gotta be Universal City Walk. Now, the question is, when you come out here, what are you exactly gonna see? Well, you're gonna be seeing the next big stars of your television sets, of music videos, everything.
Right, Halloween Horror Nights, it's time. Yeah. This is gonna be crazy. Hollywood 411 continues from Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Once you enter the park, we
are gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah! So get ready and follow us.
It has been a pleasure to show you Halloween Horror Nights here in Hollywood, California at Universal Studios. I'm Joey Perez signing off for Hollywood 411.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, October the 30th. We are one day away from Halloween, and actually that video that you just saw was actually last year, a year ago, when I did a special report for Universal Studios and the Hollywood Horror Nights, or Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. But I thought, just because, you know, it's Halloween and, you know, tomorrow's Halloween and everything's going to be gravy with all the stuff that's been going on with that, with all the costumes and people going trick-or-treating and all that stuff, I thought it'd only be, you know, a good thing to show a Halloween video. But anyways, Halloween is definitely tomorrow. We are recovering from a weekend of J-Live entertainment events. Plus, I'm sure all of you are recovering from your Halloween parties, dressing up in costumes and drinking like crazy and just having a good time from all your Halloween parties this past weekend. We got a special episode of Crunch TV. Apparently, Crunch is going to be doing some trick-or-treating and some special Halloween edition of Crunch TV coming up on the show today. The Giants are the World Series champions, everybody. And we actually have a fan submitted to our email, a fan that went to the game, the Giants game, submitted this to the email, and he actually has this video. Let's show it really quick, of the final out from Sergio Romo pitching. Let's see it really quick from the World Series here. Let's see. This is it right here, folks. The final out, the Giants winning the World Series. You see that big celebration. And that is just amazing. You know what? I was at a bar, typical of me, watching the game, and I actually predicted that if the Giants went to the 10th inning, they would win the World Series. So I'm so happy that they did win the World Series. Unfortunately, if we can cut the video now, but there you see the celebration of the Giants winning the World Series. Now get this, I'm not a betting man, but I will say that I had the opportunity to bet on the fact that the Giants would sweep the series, and I said no to it So I'm kind of, kicking myself in the butt here, and the fact that I could have bet on the fact that the Giants would have swept the series. It's just very rare that would have happened. I mean, especially with the Detroit Tigers possibly winning. I'm going to talk about this all with the Weekend Sports with DJ Brian Anthony, but unfortunately, I did not bet on the Giants sweeping the series, so, I didn't win the money that I thought I could win. But I will say that the Giants are the World Series champions. Congrats to them. One of the guys, the pitcher, Sergio Romo, his family is actually a hardcore Dodger fan. So, I mean, imagine that. You grow up as a Dodger fan your whole entire life, and then you win the World Series with the team that you absolutely hate growing up. So, shouts out to Sergio Romo, who closed out the game and helped the Giants win the World Series what was it, yesterday, a day ago. But anyways, as watching the game, I found out this new thing. I don't know if I could show it on my phone here really quick, but it's called a amuse-bouche. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but apparently it's a meal or an appetizer that the chef takes out. If you're at a restaurant, the chef will take this out prior to like the main course or whatever, and he'll give you something that it's not on the menu, has never been tried. It's called a amuse-bouche. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but this meal right here is what I had last night, and what it is it's, I'm Mexican, so as a Mexican growing up, fruit as far as cucumbers with chili, salt, and lemon and all that good stuff, I mean, we love that type of stuff. There's actually like a little farmer's market right here in Tower District that has that type of thing. But anyways, so the guy brings it out, and he's got like a pimento olive on top of the cucumber with lemon, chili, and salt. And as soon as I taste this thing, it was unbelievable. So I decided to make it for myself last night. And I got to tell you, I can eat that thing every freaking day. But shouts out to the Gordon Ramsay crew out there in Hollywood, because they freaking know how to provide some hospitality and guest services out there. So anyways, I had a great time out there in LA. I just came back. I got a new vehicle finally, because as you all know, that I was in an accident about a few weeks ago. So I finally got my new vehicle, feeling good in my new car, going to save a lot of gas, and economy style. We'll see how that turns out. And hopefully I'm accident free, so that's the good thing. But anyways, this past Saturday we had a 559 Fights number 7 out of the Tulare County Fairgrounds in Tulare, California. What a great crowd. What a great night of fights. I think in all the 559 fights that we've presented and that we've been a part of, these were amazing fights. And one of the main reasons was the California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization's NorCal Regional Finals, which means you had guys from San Jose, Sacramento, all these guys competing in this tournament, and you had great matchups. So I got to tell you, it was a great night of fights, and obviously there were a lot of people that were partying, doing Halloween parties. J-Live Entertainment Mobile DJ service was out and about at Halloween parties. Not only was DJ Brian Anthony doing a Halloween party, but we also had Halloween dances for middle schools and high schools. And it was just a busy weekend, and shout out to J-Live Entertainment Mobile DJ Service and all our DJs. If you ever need a DJ, we'll travel throughout the entire state of California. Check out our official website, jlivent.com, Twitter at jlivent, and Facebook jlivent. But great rates going right now, especially for the end of 2012 as we start to fill those dates for the mobile DJ service. But 2013 weddings, right now is the time to book. So a lot of those weddings are starting to come in for 2013, and we recommend that you check out our website, jlivent.com, or just email us, jliveking@gmail.com, for a free quote at JLive Mobile DJ Service. But like I said, 559 Fights was a great night of fights. The atmosphere was awesome. I thought the event was produced really well. So, a lot of things happening over the week, but this week is definitely going to be another busy week as we start the month of November. November is going to be a crazy month, and then obviously we're going to close out the year for 2012, December. So, I mean, it's so crazy that 2012 is actually coming to an end, and we're moving into 2013. So, I definitely want to remind everybody to check out our website, jlivent.com, for all the information regarding J-Live Entertainment. So, right now, folks, I want to talk to you guys, or not talk to you guys, but last week I talked to you about Shannon Bex doing this great show for us, an acoustic show at the Saki Lounge in Valencia, California. It was benefiting Susan G. Komen for the Cure and breast cancer awareness. We actually have exclusive video to show you from that show, and I want to show you guys really quick the video as we go to commercial break. But folks, J Live Entertainment Radio, The Experience Live. It's Tuesday. Halloween is tomorrow, and I cannot wait because my daughter is actually going to be a My Little Pony. That's right. She's going to be a My Little Pony. My daughter Miley is going to be Twilight Sparkle, everybody. And I'm sure if you've got me on Instagram, at Joey Perez, and I'll be posting pictures of those, of my daughter as Twilight Sparkle. I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween yet, but I do know this. Later in the program today, I will announce who I will vote for in this year's presidential election, because next week's the time. So I got to let the people know right now who my vote is, because I could drastically change the world right now by announcing who I'm going to vote for as president. I could change people's minds out there. It's going to happen before the end of the show. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go to commercial break, here's that exclusive video. Shannon Bex. Shout out to Shannon Bex. And thank you for helping us out in Valencia as we donated money to breast cancer awareness. And check out this special exclusive clip. The Experience Live. We'll be right back.
Everybody for coming out here to Saki for this very special evening. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our headline artist here this evening, to the very, very talented and beautiful Shannon Bex. Everybody, big round of applause.
One more thing gets me in the groove, like everything that you do, rock and fingertips on the rhythm of your kiss, so your lips does like the melody. Hit me like a drum, you say my name, and it pulses through my veins. I'm intoxicated from your love.
We're going to have some fun tonight, so get ready.
I'm CEO of Central Valley Talk. We produce live programs that broadcast 24 hours per day on the internet website, centralvalleytalk.com. If you like local talk radio, you'll love centralvalleytalk.com. You can watch our local programming on your computer or on your iPhone.
Fat Man's Alley, Hungry Howie's, and Scoops Ice Cream. Tower Health Food, Samba Steakhouse, Mike Briggs Properties. There's Tower Market, Farmers Market too. Kuka's and Landmark, Mr. Sushi for you. Chicken Pie Shop, Fulton's Pulley, Palomino's, Spinner's Records, Tower Bike Shop, Irene's To Go, Bobby Sal's Restaurant, The Perfect Blend, and Million Elephant, H&R Block, Starbucks Coffee, Piemonte's, Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater, The Second Space, Tower Tattoos, Lottie and the Me and Ed's is the place. International Furniture, the Review Cafe, Teasers World T-Market, Love Oak knows the way, Typhoon Restaurant, The Game Preserve, and B of A, Sequoia Brewing, Russo Restaurant, Tower Clocks Today. Come to the tower, there's so much fun for everyone. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun?
CentralValleyTalk.com.
And we are back live here on The Experience, JLive Entertainment Radio. Check out our official website, jliveent.com. Twitter @JLiveENT, Facebook /JLiveENT, and with me, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only DJ Brian Anthony.
What's up, Joey? Hey, I'm joining the segment a little early here.
Well, I got to tell you, you know, if I'm going to be honest with the fans, I'm going to be honest with the fans. You know, we had a co-host contest. And unfortunately, I think we're just having some issues with scheduling and time, and you know, it's tough when you're dealing with different individuals that possibly cannot make time for the show. And you know, Brittany's a great girl, and I think that she will definitely be back on the show. I think it's just a matter of figuring out how that's going to work out. However, I will say this. Sydney Brazil, you all know who that is. Someone who has been a part of JLive Entertainment from not only the talent show but all the things that we've been doing. She's actually at work right now, so shout out to Sydney. Sydney will be back next Tuesday.
Wow, big news!
Right here next
back here on the co-host seat.
Will be back with me next Tuesday, and like I said, we're gonna figure this thing out. It's still a trial and error deal.
Hey, you know what? Like I mentioned last time that I had to fill in this seat. It's always good that I'm back here, and what you guys probably don't see is I'm back here listening to the show usually and doing, letting Joey know, hey, we need to switch this, switch that.
Like, for example, just moments ago, Brian told me that I was looking at the wrong camera.
Yeah, so it's always good that I'm always here to fill in anytime a co-host ain't here. And, I know a little bit about pop culture, entertainment, too. Not just sports. So,
that's right. And I think
it'll be good.
Yeah, we talked about that a while back. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Halloween time is tomorrow, and in the spirit of Halloween, we have a brand new episode of Crunch TV.
Oh, I love Crunch.
This is going to be happening every week. Crunch, woke us all up last week with his great video, and I think that this is going to be a popular segment of JLive Entertainment Radio. Crunchy, @Crunchy559 on Twitter. Here he is, the newest episode of Crunch TV.
Crunch TV!
Trick or treat! Crunchy's here. Give me something sweet to eat.
Get low. Dale la madre. Dale la madre. Dale la madre. Dale la madre. Dale la madre.
JLive Radio, what's going on? It's Crunchy the Munchy. Halloween! Dia de los Muertos! Stay tuned, you guys, because we're on CentralValley.com, and you're going to stay tuned because this is the Crunchy Adventures of the Crunch Time. So let's get it, baby. Come on! Go! Sergeant! Sergeant Spaghetti does business! Go! Come on! Let's do it! Come on! I know you got it in you! Come on! Oh, shoot! Whoa! I said, are you ready to rumble? You're gonna be recruited to my Crunchy team, so you're gonna be ready, so come here if you want to live!
Get him. Get him.
Let's go! Hello, Sergeants, I'm Bex. So if they don't recruit to my say, I am going to kill it. And you think I'm playing? No, I'm not. You think I'm playing? Do you think? Ow! 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 You heard what I said earlier? I said if you don't recruit my army and my Crunchy team, you will die. Not you, but him. Him would die. So do you want to take the team of Commando Crunch Team Army? Do you want to live or do you want him to die? You name it. I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2, and he's dead. He's dead, I say. So you think I was playing, huh? When I said you want to recruit on my team, you said no. I'm gonna cut you. So he's one of them. Shut up. He's gonna die now. Don't mess with me. I go crazy. You think I was playing, huh? You think I was really playing with this? I don't play around, buddy. Ah! That's it.
Wow! Great video, Crunch!
Shout out to Crunch. That's going to be happening every week right here on JLive Entertainment Radio. And I got to tell you, man, Crunchy, hashtag Crunch Time.
Crunch Time.
To follow the conversation at Crunchy559. Thank you very much to Crunch TV. And, man, that guy's hilarious.
Hey, you know what? And he actually can have his own show if he wanted to. I mean, Crunchy, that is pretty funny, man. Real funny stuff there. So,
anyways, big news going on in New York right now, East Coast, obviously. Hurricane Sandy. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with all the families and everybody that's going through this devastation of this storm. Now, a lot of the media circuits and everything, I mean, everything's kind of shutting down out there. I mean, even Jimmy Fallon and David Letterman had to do their opening monologues, just with no audience. I mean, outside and just
pretty crazy.
They sent their fans home and things like that. So,
pretty crazy.
A lot of things happening out there. But we kind of want to make light of it too. We don't want to always just kind of be depressing and talking about all the bad things that are happening.
Well, true. You know what? My question is, I've been watching the coverage on some of the outlets there, and I noticed, like, the reporters.
Yeah.
How is it that they're telling everybody, you got to leave this area, evacuate? Yet how is it that the reporters are there reporting right in the eye of the storm? Isn't that? It's just like I was like, you guys are telling everybody to leave and. You're saying that this big storm is coming, yet they're right in the thick of things. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
And you also got to look at it. I mean, reporters and TV and the media, they're in the trenches. I mean, even when it comes to wars or whatever. I mean, they are in the line of duty.
Yeah.
So you got to give them credit.
Got to give them respect for that.
And but anyways, to make light of the situation, there was a reporter, doing a segment about Hurricane Sandy, and these guys who really didn't care about what was going on. They were probably drunk still from the Giants winning the World Series. I don't know what was going on, but they decided to go behind the reporter and do some dancing. And we actually have video of this. Check this out really quick.
6 o'clock Eastern, 1 hour from now, they want everybody who doesn't have a reason to be outside inside their homes. You heard from the mayor who said a number of people haven't left. That worries them, but at this point, if you haven't left, don't go out. You probably can't get out of Atlantic City anyway because the roads have become overwashed. That's the ocean behind me. You actually got a bunch of guys playing around in it, as you can see. Not the ocean, that's the intersection. The ocean is about 3/4 of a mile behind that. These guys are enjoying themselves. They've got about 55 minutes left to enjoy themselves because the police are going to come and clear everybody out.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
I mean, it's one of those things that I think people are, like I said, I don't want to talk about the bad stuff that was going on with Hurricane Sandy, but I thought that was cool. I thought these guys were, like
you said, trying to make light of a bad situation.
When it's kind of like, the whole Baba Booey thing with Howard Stern. You know what I mean? You got the reporter doing a report, and all of a sudden you hear Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
That is actually, I think, what leads some of these people to do. They heard about the Baba Booey. They heard about that stuff that goes on. And I think what the guy was doing, like Cotton Eye Joe, or was it some weird Cotton Eye Joe dance mixed with Gangnam Style? I don't know. The guy was doing some crazy dances back there. He probably know what he was doing. So,
but Halloween is tomorrow, as we're all talking about it. Did you go to any? Oh, you were at 559 Fights, right?
I was at 559 Fights on Saturday, but most importantly, on Friday, I did 2 Halloween parties, and
what was some of the popular costumes you saw?
Oh man, I've seen I've some that I did an adult party. Those adults get crazier every single year with their costumes. I mean, don't really want to say. I can't really say on this show.
What was it?
Okay. Well, first of all, there was one costume which I thought was pretty crazy. Dr. Schlong was the name, and the guy basically had a schlong.
Okay.
Like hanging from his thing.
He was a doctor.
It was a doctor. Then he was with Nurse, I don't want to say the word, but Nurse Boobs.
Okay.
That's the other word. And she just had this fake nurse outfit with the huge humongous boobs.
So hold on. So were they fake or were they real?
They were fake.
Oh,
no, fake as in not surgery fake, but fake just as in like teddy bears or whatever.
Like toys. Got it.
Seen some Black Swan costumes out there. That seems to be pretty popular this year. Funniest one, there was actually a girl who dressed up as Cheech from Cheech and Chong. Hilarious, man. That was
were they Cheech and Chong a couple thing or what was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
the guy was Chong and she ended up being Cheech. So that was pretty funny. But like I said, everything was pretty much crazy this year in terms of costumes. Who knows where you buy some of these costumes? I guess online.
A lot of people are being very creative with these costumes, and I got to tell you, celebrities have some of the weirdest costumes that are out there right now. Just recently, Christina Aguilera was pictured in her Halloween costume from this past weekend. I don't even really know what she is, but if we're going to put up the pictures real quick, we got a slideshow of some of these celebrities here. This is Christina. Let's scroll down here really quick because we got to see the whole package with Christina. Let's see here. Okay. See, what is that?
I know she has her knight in shining armor next to her.
Yeah, but what is she?
I would guess like a crazy princess with fuzzy pink hair.
I was having this conversation with a friend of mine this past weekend, and we were talking about the cliches of the women and costumes. Like I feel like this is the one night or the one time that women can dress as slutty, as hoochie, as all that as possible, and they're going to find a way to do that. You know what I mean? So let's go to the next celebrity picture here, and I think that's kind of the example. Who's this? This is Ryan Seacrest.
Conservative.
And Ryan is he was kind of like a I don't know what they were.
Detective?
Yeah, I think a detective.
Old school.
Let's scroll down here. Bonnie and Clyde. That's what they were. Okay.
Bonnie and Clyde. Oh,
he's got the gun. Okay. Julianne Hough, who's a beautiful girl.
So not necessarily
showing more than that. Now that's the one case that I'd probably allow for that. It's Julianne Hough. I want to see more of her.
Yeah.
All right. Next picture.
I would like to see her less clothes.
Now this is what is this here? This is the this looks like the
Dia de Muertos.
Dia de
Muertos.
Let's scroll down because I think the female back there has there she is. She's kind of like
okay. Is that Fergie?
You know what? I think it is Fergie.
I think it is
Hillary Duff.
Oh, Hillary Duff. Oh,
okay.
Wow. Hillary Duff. All right. Next picture here, celebrity costumes.
My man, P. Diddy.
Diddy, okay.
Who's he, Prince?
You know what? I don't know who
I think it's Prince. Has to be Prince, as in the Prince from the Dave Chappelle show.
All right. Next picture. Let's get over this guy. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
Kim. Let's see here. Let's scroll down to Kim. Everybody wants to see the scroll down for Kim.
Okay, mermaid.
A mermaid?
Looks like it. Either that or Coco from Ice-T and Coco.
What's Kanye? Does it say?
Hey, Kanye's Kanye, man.
Convict.
Oh, man. Leave it to Kanye to wear a striped shirt and be
Now, I actually heard they got married, by the way, them two.
Really?
All right, who's this? This is Stacy Keebler. All right, she's got legs. Let's see. Come on. Oh, wow. What is she? Masquerade?
I like it.
What is she? What is she? Does it say? Masquerade. What is she? Is she the Black Swan?
Yeah, could be.
Black Swan?
But there's no feathers.
All right, anyway, let's go to the next picture. I don't care about her. Russell Simmons.
Not giving respect to his brother.
I like that.
Run
Member
DMC.
of Run DMC. All right, next picture. Let's see who else we got. Who's that, Shaq?
Seal.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what?
Right.
It's so funny because when you look at it, you would think.
All right, so that's Seal.
Look at Seal. Got himself a new woman.
Celtics, but okay. Oh, all right. Who's this? This is
Dolly Parton.
Footy Fucci, right? What's her name? The one that plays the guitar, the Mexican lady. Charo. Now, who's dressed as her? Or is that Charo? Oh, that's Fergie.
Wow.
Dressed as Charo. Or what is that?
It has to be dressed as Charo.
Okay, there you go.
Pink lady.
Hey, come on, go back down. What's going on here? This is Halloween.
All right.
Hey, that's the spirit.
All right.
All right. Next picture. Who do we got here? Celebrity Halloween costumes from this past weekend.
Chris Brown.
Heck?
And he's dressed, let me guess, as the Joker or a zombie.
I thought
Convict.
A convict.
Okay, so
looks like
the rapper's theme is dressing up as convicts this year. All right, I thought he was a member of Insane Clown Posse, but all right, let's
who
see
we
what
got here?
This
Some
is,
boy band.
Hey, that's from Pretty Woman, right? When Julia Roberts dressed up as a hooker. Let's see, go down.
That's Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts, but dressed up as
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman, right? I mean, that's what she wore when she was the hooker.
Who would want to dress up as a prostitute?
All right, who do we got here? This is all right.
Chris.
Okay, next picture.
I don't know who you are.
All right. Oh, Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton. Who's still around?
What is she? She's dressed.
Her boyfriend.
Okay, but what is she dressed up as? Is that like a pirate?
You know what? Like you said, I think they just want to be slutty.
Wait.
And so they just throw something
I had
on.
that legitimate conversation this past weekend.
That's what all it's about.
It was with a female, and I got to tell you, it was kind of an argument because it was kind of like, I was kind of making my point. I mean, come on, I have a daughter.
Yeah.
When my daughter turns that age, I don't want her to be dressing up in those type of things. Now, if women feel that that's what they need to do and that's how they need to express themselves on this one night, it's like, hey, I don't know. It just it seems kind of weird. But this is Batman.
Bruce Willis.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Who's the guy underneath there?
Liam Payne.
Liam Payne. I don't know who
Liam
that
Payne.
guy
Is he the guy that's with Miley?
Next picture. Let's go to the next picture. Oh, that's it. That was the end of the slideshow. All right. Hey. Okay, who was the best costume you saw? I thought it was Kim Kardashian.
You know what? I didn't like any of them. I'm going with the Batman. The Batman looked pretty awesome. Where's your costume at?
Nah, I'm not.
Come on, Joe.
It's so funny that there's a lot of people that have said, Joey, we need you in a costume. Joey, dress up for Halloween. I just, for some reason, I wasn't into it this year, man.
Really?
I think the holidays are going to be a little difficult for me this year. Because it's going to be a change in my life for a lot of things that are happening. But it's not even that.
So you just didn't want to dress up this year?
To make it short, I didn't want to dress up.
And I've actually seen some of your costumes in the past, which have been phenomenal. Hogan, I've seen this guy dress up as some phenomenal costumes.
In the vault.
Myself, I was going to do Dead Mouse. I had somebody make me the whole mouse since I'm a DJ. I was going to do the whole head thing.
Cool.
The thing didn't end up coming up through last minute, but it's definitely one of the good costumes that I wanted.
All right, folks. Well, in the spirit of Halloween, that was your treat of the celebrities that had their costumes. Maybe you could get some ideas for it to wear tomorrow when you go out trick or treating. But we're going to be right back with more J Live Entertainment Radio. We're going to have video of the Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj fight. I know maybe a lot of you that have seen it already. It's been shown in the media already, but I want to show some of you that haven't seen this video because this is kind of quite controversial. Is it American Idol trying to get back into the media and tell everybody that, hey, we're still here, X Factor and The Voice are taking over type of thing? I don't know. We're going to find out when you see the video. But we're going to be right back with more J Live Entertainment Radio, the weekend news, all these great topics we got to talk about. It's all coming up right now. Next.
I cannot believe how expensive funerals are today. Nancy said she spent more than $12,000 on John's service. Now, when Mom took ill, we went to Sterling & Smith and prearranged her funeral for less than half of what Nancy spent. Sterling & Smith has a beautiful facility, professional staff, and packages that start below $3,000. It was more than a funeral. It was truly a celebration of life.
At Sterling & Smith, we believe that a high-quality service should be affordable to everyone. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today, because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Hey guys, are you watching CentralValleyTalk.com? Are you under 30 or under 30 at heart? Because if you are, you should be watching my show, Basically Brandon, 10:30 p.m. Monday and Wednesday nights. Mark your calendars, you guys, because it's chaos here on Monday and Wednesday nights. We have animals, reptiles, cheetahs, actors, singers. It's chaos. And you guys need to be watching because it might sound like I'm describing Barnum and Bailey's circus, but I'm actually describing my web show, Basically Brandon, Monday and Wednesday nights, 10:30 p.m.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
Rubber Voice, Circle's Choice, juggling it on CentralValleyTalk.com. We can all get along, listen to the guitar play.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
And we are back live here at CentralValleyTalk.com studios in Fresno, California. I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting every Tuesday and checking us out. Hopefully, like I said, we could be the fastest hour, the most entertaining hour of your day on a Tuesday, and hopefully, you know, we get you kind of prepared for that lunch break. You know what I mean? Because I mentioned this before when I first started the show. I said, look, I want to do this show after all the morning shows are done, you know what I mean, all that stuff, at 10 o'clock, and what I want to do is an hour show, possibly we go more, I don't know, we'll think about that later, but an hour show right now, and then we get you ready right before lunchtime, you know what I mean, you kind of go off for the day, because I feel like later in the day, it's kind of like, you know, when I used to work, you know, or even just now when I'm working at my office, or, you know, things like that, it's like, you know, when it gets past that lunchtime, you're dead. You know, you're kind of like,
you need your Monster, you need your Red Bull, you need something to get you up and going.
This is the prime time right here of the morning, I think, is when you get everybody focused, and then everybody goes off and does their thing. So once again, thank you to all the supporters. Check out our official website, jliveent.com, Facebook/jliveent, and Twitter @jliveent, folks, to find out all the services and everything that is provided in the world of JLive Entertainment. Now, speaking of talent shows, which we do, which we produce an Next Big Thing talent show, you all know that, or for those of you that are just tuning in, but talent shows are big this year. The Voice is a heavy hitter. X Factor obviously is doing some great numbers. So they're actually going head to head. But what I think is happening here is a lot of people are forgetting about the original, you know, show, which is American Idol.
You know what? I think the reason, my belief, the reason that it's happening is because The Voice and X Factor are different, a different kind of talent show.
Yeah.
I think with X Factor, you have where, you know, not only are they singing ballads, but they're also doing, you know, dance routines. They're singing hit songs, top 40 hit songs.
Yeah.
The Voice, you got a little top 40 songs in there. Whereas American Idol seems to be more on the ballad side, the more conservative side of music, and focusing more on just how do you say it? Like the presence and the vocal.
But even just that,
it's a variety. I think with X Factor and Voice.
I think
then you get with American Idol.
I think that even just that, I think it's more of you know, the networks competing against each other, obviously too. But I mean, Simon, you know, wanted to bring an X Factor to Fox, so Fox now has two shows. I mean, they have the X Factor and American Idol. But American Idol, I think, is getting into that desperate mode of like, we're still the show. And to their defense, they are still the show. I mean, if any talent show has produced superstars, it's American Idol. American Idol has been consistent with their superstars. Now, most of them were not all great, but you do know maybe 5 of the past 10 winners. And The Voice and X Factor, you don't know the winners.
Right. And for the defense on The Voice and X Factor is they are fairly new shows. American Idol has been around for a while.
X Factor, I don't think that matters, because American Idol,
the second season.
American Idol, in their first 2 years, they had the 2 biggest stars that they've ever had, which was Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood. Actually, in the first 4 years. But so, I mean, come on, how much more time does Voice and X Factor need?
I think eventually it'll catch on. I'm not sticking up for The Voice or X Factor here, but I think eventually those shows will catch up to American Idol. And another good thing is, you know, with those shows is you can be as old as you want, or, you know, as young as you want, and you're still able to compete in the X Factor and Voice. Whereas American Idol, there's certain age restrictions there.
And like I said, I do think American Idol is kind of in a desperate mode right now. So anyways, this is the Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj fight.
This is good.
That was actually filmed from a cell phone. Like, and this is where it gets kind of tricky. Like, in any type of audition situation, or even when they're filming, there's never been any footage that was brought out off of a cell phone. Who's in there with the cell phone? Who's filming this?
It's crazy.
And how does it get out to the media? But apparently it did, and you guys judge for yourself if this is real or fake. Nicki Minaj is yelling at Mariah Carey. I don't know what they're yelling about, but obviously they're both really upset, or Nicki Minaj is really upset with Mariah Carey. Check this out.
every time you patronize me, I'm gonna take it back. And if you're not a problem, handle it. I told him I'm not putting up with your condom no more. Figure it out.
Poor Keith Urban, he's like in the middle of
the
gunfire there. But I mean, that's very tough to even talk about because it's like Nicki Minaj is still new to the game. I think you have to show a little more respect than what she was showing to Mariah Carey. And not to say, I don't know the situation. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Mariah Carey was being a diva and Nicki Minaj got sick of it. You know, I don't know the full story. But that, to me, kind of looks staged to the fact that they leaked it out to the media during this time of the competitions that are happening, the other talent shows. And they're kind of reminding you, hey, this is going to be a great season. American Idol is the show to watch because not only do we have drama, but we got the best talent. So a lot of things are clicking here to make me think that that was fake.
You know what? I can kind of say it might. There's a chance that it might be set up, but there's also a big chance that it wasn't fake. I think the way Nicki was talking to Mariah, it seemed like one of those things that she really felt inside of her that she had a lot of anger. And she wanted to let Mariah know. Mariah was playing it off. I could see if Mariah came back at her and snapped back at her, then it might be a little, okay, maybe it is set up a little bit. But Mariah just stood calm, and Mariah was just like, oh, whatever. Well,
because Mariah's bigger than that, I think.
Obviously,
Mariah's
yes.
bigger, but apparently like, she had a fear for her life, and that she was scared that Nicki Minaj was going to do something.
I disagree with Nicki Minaj. Totally unprofessional. For getting paid all those millions for being a judge and acting like a fool like that up on the panel.
Anyways.
Totally disrespectful, Nicki.
I don't want to talk about American Idol all day, but I will say this. Somebody that has been waiting more than a day, actually a month, to get buried is Sherman Hemsley, the guy, actor that just died on July 24th. He's yet to find his final resting place.
Pretty sad, man. I remember watching the Jeffersons and watching him do that dance coming from the church and heading up to his house and the opening credits of that.
And you think Sherman Hemsley?
Pretty sad, man.
Sherman Hemsley, his name and the show that he was on, he would have a lot more money.
Oh,
right?
It's legal, right? It's like a legal battle over something.
Well, not even that. And you're thinking, okay, millions of dollars that they're fighting over or whatever. No, this is Sherman Hemsley. Left behind an estate of approximately $50,000. I mean, that's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a lot of money. But what I'm saying is that's not a lot of money typically for these Hollywood breakdowns and fights.
Well, was there anything else that he came on besides the Jeffersons?
You know what? There was a lot of other things that he did.
Was there a bunch of things that he did?
All in the Family.
Yeah,
All in the Family.
And you got to remember though. You got to remember,
right?
Even though those shows were shown more and more people saw those shows back in the day, they weren't making the money that was being made nowadays. I mean, you got to understand with the TV and internet deals and all the stuff that are going on in the media. I mean, the amount of money that you can make now is twice or even triple the amount of money he was making back in the day.
Right. And same goes like athletes. Same thing. Yeah. I mean, some of those athletes that were getting paid way less than what athletes are now. But yeah, hopefully something gets resolved there with Sherman Hemsley, man. I'd like to see that guy buried sooner or later.
Well, I got to tell you, one guy that's not having trouble with any financial issues is a UFC president and also partial owner of UFC, Dana White. Apparently this guy is the biggest tipper out in Vegas, they're saying. It says here that he tipped dealers more than $100,000 when he won a big payday out at the Palms in Las Vegas. So this guy is he's
definitely not hurting for money.
Not hurting for money at all, Dana White. But anyways, DJ Brian Anthony, obviously with all that partying, you were not able to go to the movies.
No.
But I do have the top 5. Number 5, Silent Hill Revelation. That's a scary movie.
I actually played that game before, and I actually beat the game.
You know what's
a little tidbit.
You know what's funny is that you'd think that with Halloween and all this stuff that people would be in the spirit of making sure that these movies are number 1.
Well, there's no really good good Halloween horror flicks. Where's the Freddy Krueger? Where's the Jason? Where's the Michael Myers at? Okay. There's nothing like that to drive the consumer to see anything like that. So I'll wait for next year to watch these on DVD.
You make a valid point, but Paranormal Activity came in at number 4, and that's obviously I think that's the new age. The new age of Halloween movies is the realistic, like, video camera type of that's the new age of Halloween movies. People wanted to be freaked out by that stuff. Cloud Atlas, I don't know what that is, but that was number 3. Hotel Transylvania, which I took Miley to watch a few weeks ago. Great movie. And then number 1 is Argo,
which is real crazy because Argo is about the guys who were in the embassy and they got kind of what happened in Libya recently.
Yep.
And it's kind of like the same kind of deal. So if you haven't got a chance to watch that movie, it is number 1 in the box office. So I suggest you go take a look at that.
The Week in Sports. We got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Coming up next with DJ Brian Anthony, who's already here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
So don't go anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
We're going to talk about our NFL picks. We got a lot to talk about with the
NBA.
World Series. NBA
starts today, ladies and gentlemen.
Starts today, ladies and gentlemen. The Week in Sports with DJ Brian Anthony coming up next.
I cannot believe how expensive funerals are today. Nancy said she spent more than $12,000 on John's service. Now, when Mom took ill, we went to Sterling & Smith and prearranged her funeral for less than half of what Nancy spent. Sterling & Smith has a beautiful facility, professional staff, and packages that start below $3,000. It was more than a funeral. It was truly a celebration of life.
At Sterling & Smith, we believe that a high-quality service should be affordable to everyone. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Hey guys, are you watching CentralValleyTalk.com? Are you under 30 or under 30 at heart? Because if you are, you should be watching my show, Basically Branded, 10:30 p.m. Monday and Wednesday nights. Mark your calendars, you guys, because it's chaos here on Monday and Wednesday nights. We have animals, reptiles, cheetahs, actors, singers. It's chaos. And you guys need to be watching because it might sound like I'm describing Barnum and Bailey's Circus, but I'm actually describing my web show, Basically Brandon, Monday and Wednesday nights, 10:30 p.m.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
Rubber voice, Cecil's choice, chuckling it on CentralValleyTalk.com. We can all get along, listen to the guitar play.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
And we are back live for J-Live Entertainment Radio, The Week in Sports with DJ Brian Anthony. Before we do that, we have some exclusive footage from the Big Fresno Fair when we competing in the basketball challenge, and here it is.
I'm ready. Bring it. DJ Brian Anthony thinks he can make the one shot the first round. Bring it. I don't think so, but you know what? I get the practice shots. Wait. Hold on. What's so secret of the practice shot? Because you actually played professional ball, and I did. Come on. I didn't play professional ball, no. But I'm going to give him this practice. Practice shot right here. Here we go. Off big time. Since he got that practice shot, I'm going to go next. All right, here we go. This is official. This is an official game. If I win, Joey's buying me a beer. All right, here we go. Let's see it. No pressure. No pressure. Oh! All right. If I win, DJ Brian Anthony is buying me dinner tonight. And it's got to be from the fair. He's not making it. He's not making it. Here we go, baby. Stuffed animal coming up. This. Oh! Close.
Yeah, exactly. I was very close. I almost won that thing.
Those things are rigged. Those things are rigged.
I literally... No, but seriously, you got to give it to me. I almost got that.
Almost. But you also had 2 shots.
That's true.
I had 1. Well, anyways,
the weekend sports.
Let's segue into sports, ladies and gentlemen. They are your 2012 MLB champions. I'm talking about the San Francisco Giants.
And hold on, before I even get to anything, at the end of last week's show, you said who will win the World Series, and you said Detroit, and I said the San Francisco.
I was wrong. Giants, congratulations. You completed a 4-game sweep over the favored Detroit Tigers, what most insiders are now considering the best postseason pitching staff ever in the MLB. Giants get it done in 4 games, sweeping the Tigers. Once again, congratulations. Pablo Sandoval, you did an amazing job. Tomorrow is the parade, the championship parade.
Okay.
Fitting that it's on Halloween and it's black and orange for San Francisco. So we'll see if they can come back next year and do a two-peat.
We'll see.
They did have their second championship in 3 years. So congratulations, San Francisco Giants.
All right.
And congratulations to the both of us, because we tied this week on our picks.
Man.
So we got to figure out how we're going to who's going to get this victory. Should we do the Rochambeau? Or should we keep it as a tie?
I think we keep it as a tie. You're now 1-1, and I'm now 5-1.
Well, it's what it is you got 5, I got 1, and then the tiebreaker has 1. So we'll figure something out. But anyways, we tied
on track, folks.
4 wins to 4 wins. Was it? So,
all right, this week's picks.
This week's picks. We're going to get to it real quick here as soon as I switch screens. All right, Thursday night football. It's a lackluster game. However, one of our California teams and one of Philly Rock's teams, the Chargers, are playing at home to the Chiefs. Thursday night football. Joey,
I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers too. We have the Broncos 4-3. Peyton Manning playing like an MVP against the Bengals, who are 3-4.
I'm going Broncos.
I'm going Broncos. Ravens 5-2 against the Browns, who got a big victory over the Chargers this weekend.
Ravens.
I was hesitant to take the Browns there for a second, but I'm just thinking about it. Cardinals, who looked horrible yesterday in that thrashing by the 49ers that tore the Cardinals up yesterday against the Packers, who are home 5-3. Who you taking?
I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers also. Bears 6-1, one of the surprise teams out of the NFL, and they are facing the Titans, who are 3-5, coming off a loss to the Colts. Who you taking?
I'm taking Titans.
Going for an upset pick there. I like it. I'm sticking Bears. Dolphins versus Colts. Both teams are 4-3.
I'm going Dolphins.
I'm gonna say Colts. I like the way Colts are playing right now. They are over 500 with the rookie quarterback. Panthers are 1-6. Cam Newton's not looking too good versus the Redskins 3-5. Who's gonna be the battle of the 2 good quarterbacks, running quarterbacks? RG3 versus Cam Newton. Who you got? Redskins. I'm gonna go Redskins also. Detroit Lions are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are 1-6. Lions coming up with the victory this past weekend. They're 3-4. Who you taking?
I'm gonna go Lions.
You're gonna go Lions. I'm gonna stick with Lions, even though Jacksonville's playing at home. I like the way Lions are playing right now. Bills are at the Texans. Texans looking like Super Bowl champs.
No, I don't know about that, but Texans.
I had to throw that in there because the Texans are my Super Bowl champions, and I'm taking Texans. Raiders versus the Buccaneers. Raiders getting a victory this past weekend, which is surprisingly
Raiders.
I'm gonna go Buccaneers on this one. Vikings 5-3 versus the Seahawks 4-4.
Seahawks.
I'm going to go Vikings. Steelers versus the Giants, who are looking very good right now. Giants are playing at home. Steelers do have that defense. Who are you taking?
I'm going to go with Giants.
You're going to go Giants? I'm going to go Giants also. Cowboys suffered that loss to the Giants this weekend. Tony Romo with a horrible game against the undefeated Falcons. Sunday night football, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm making a prediction that this is Tony Romo's final season with the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm going to go Falcons.
I'm picking Cowboys in an upset. Eagles versus Saints on Monday Night Football should be a good one. Drew Brees at the quarterback helm. Is Michael Vick going to be the quarterback for the Eagles? Who knows? Who are you taking?
I'm going Eagles.
I will go Saints since they're playing at home. All right, our fantasy football studs of this week, ladies and gentlemen, for the Patriots. Gronkowski had 2 touchdowns. Peyton Manning had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a San Francisco defense only allowed 3 points while getting an interception. That's our fantasy studs. Fresno State defeats New Mexico 49-32, led by Derek Carr. Next game is the rivalry game against Hawaii here at home at 4 o'clock this Saturday. Tickets are still available. On to my NBA preview.
What about the BCS?
BCS top 5. You want to know about BCS top 5? Yeah. I'll give you that BCS top 5. Number 5, LSU. Number 4, Oregon. Number 3, Notre Dame. Number 2 is Kansas State. How is that possible? I don't know. And number 1 is Alabama. Wow. Once again, the BCS top 5. So if the season ended today, Alabama and Kansas State would be playing for the national title. NBA, ladies and gentlemen, games start tonight on NBA. First game tips off at 5 o'clock on TNT, and it's Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. And the Miami Heat will be getting their championship rings tonight, so you can watch that. A game I'm excited for is the new look Lakers with Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. 7:30 tip-off on TNT against the Dallas Mavericks. So it should be a good game for the Lakers. My quick picks this year is what I'm expecting in the NBA. I'm expecting the Los Angeles Lakers to win the West. Not the Oklahoma Thunder. Thunder just did a bonehead trade and traded James Harden and ruined their whole nucleus. So James Harden is no longer the Thunders. He went to the Rockets. So that's why I'm taking Lakers. Out of the East, I got to say Miami Heat again, man. Miami Heat still looking like they're going to come out and do some damage out in the East. My MVP this year is... got to stick with LeBron. I mean, LeBron still in his prime, still doing his thing. Defensive MVP, I'm looking at Dwight Howard for the Lakers. He's been looking good in the preseason. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, my NBA champion prediction for this year is a two-peat. Miami Heat, ladies and gentlemen, defeating the Lakers in the finals. It's hard to say, but I think Lakers still got one more year before they do it. I know there's some Warriors fans out there that hopefully they'll do something, but we'll see. We'll see with the Warriors.
You know what? I got to disagree with you on that. I think that Miami will not win the NBA title this year. I really do think that the Lakers will come out strong. I think that the Lakers are going to be working together, utilizing all of the talents that they have, and will win the championship.
You think Kobe's going to tie Jordan this year?
It's just that energy, it's same thing with the Giants. It's that momentum.
So you think Kobe's going to tie Michael Jordan for the most championships this year?
I think Kobe Bryant will win a championship this year.
All right. And on to our best performance of the week. Just like last week, man, you have to give it to the Giants and Panda. Panda had 3 home runs in Game 1 of the World Series. I mean, tied like Babe Ruth and Pujols for the only people to do that. Our worst performance, sticking with the World Series,
as a business owner, you know that to build a strong business,
I don't know how you signed such a big contract.
The same goes for managing your electric
bill. Hit home runs left and right in the NL, and yet you cannot get a hit in the World Series or a RBA, anything in the World Series. He didn't get nothing going. Prince,
and his dad was actually on the same team, right?
Yeah, he definitely killed Detroit. Real quick notes here. Jimmy Johnson, for all you NASCAR fans, wins Martinsville and now leading the Sprint Cup with about 3 races to go for all NASCAR fans. And ladies and gentlemen, that is sports.
DJ Brian Anthony with the Week in Sports. Thank you very much, man. Then thank you very much for sitting in the chair today.
Oh yeah, it had fun. Fun time. Hopefully, I'll be able to take your job back next week.
Sydney will be back next week, and as promised, because I want to influence the vote. I want to get people to be excited about next week. When the vote, it is next week. I want to hear this. The presidential vote is next week. Am I correct?
Next Tuesday, 7 days from now.
So here's the deal. I had a lot of time to sit and watch the debates. I had a lot of time to think about it. I had a lot of time to really focus on my thoughts and things that were not just so much politically, like as far as their issues or the things that they're fighting for, or the things they want to present to the table, or the budget issues. I'm not that type of guy. I don't read into that type of thing. What I look at is realistic things, and the realistic matter here is that President Barack Obama has had 4 years of cleaning things up and trying to put things together, and unfortunately, there are some criticisms of some of the things that he's done. There are some things that he hasn't done. But to be fair, to be honestly fair, I think a president deserves a full 8-year term to get the job done. So with that, I am submitting my vote for President Barack Obama. Now remember, folks, it's not the matter of what he's fighting for, of what he's doing, or Romney, or whatever. What I'm saying is, to be realistic, I think a president deserves a full 8-year term to really justify all the things that need to be done. And in those 8 years, when we come to 2016, that'll be the legacy that we remember of Barack Obama, because that was the full 8-year term that he was given, especially for George W.
I can definitely see that, and for the record, there's never been a president in the United States history that's only done 4 years. So
I'm telling you right now, and yes, there has, by the way. we need our stat keeper to help you out there.
It was a joke. It was a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
But ladies and gentlemen, my vote is for President Barack Obama. I feel like he needs another 4 years. I cannot build any connection with Mitt Romney. So there you go. So when you go to the voting,
the political savvy guy that I am, I'm making my pick also, and it's going to be a write-in pick for Chuck Leonard for president. Chuck Leonard,
the man in the tower. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on JLive Entertainment Radio. I hope that that we provided an hour of entertainment for you, and that your day is so much better. Check out JLive Entertainment online at jliveent.com, Twitter at jliveent, Facebook, JLiveent. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. From DJ Brian Anthony to the whole entire staff, Chuck Leonard, and everybody at CentralValleyTalk.com. My name is Joey Perez. Good morning, everybody.
4 more years.